welcome back to Bazaar. I've been having a blast with Stealth since the release, despite the nerfs, and with the tournament coming up this Saturday morning, this is actually probably airing after Saturday on your time, but on my end, I'm still trying to grind a Legend with Stealth, trying to practice with Stealth as much as I can before the tournament. So let's get in some more games, figure out some more about this character, shall we? I make this decision all the time. I'm gonna go to Jungle Ruins over going to JJ, because I feel like the loot here is a really good economy choice. It can improve a lot of different builds you might go into. You need to take at least one economy option. Middle, I'm happy to go to.
Nothing tiny, nothing huge. All about moderation.
This is an interesting one, because if I see Balloon Engine on the second page, I really like picking up Steam Washer. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna hedge for that.
I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
Ooh. Do I buy Free Fall here? If I see an Ayla, I can still make Kara Kara happen, but this allows me to play other builds more effectively. Anyway, this is not a good build right now, and I am going to go to Kyber Drone to try to pick up Trained in case that can give me an interesting and unique way to play the character that I haven't seen before. But regardless, this is a non-violent protest. I'll be editing Forward Sandstorm. I'll also take a moment to remind you that you can subscribe to the channel for more twice-a-day Bazaar content just like this. And if you want to drop a like on the video while you're down there, I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does help the video get more traction, help the channel grow, and it means a lot.
Every time I go
Kyber goes down, and we actually get Trained. I'm regretting the things I bought so far. All right, Ayla, take me away. We're doing a different build. If I buy the Angle Grinder, I can't buy Kara Kara plus Aerial Turret on the second page. Looks like that's just not happening. Okay.
I prefer
Steam Washer is not going to line up well with Ball Blaster. And I don't have a build currently. It's not expecting no Kara Kara and no Aerial Turret. Either would have been fine, and neither's a problem. There's one store left, and currently this is the build, so like, yeah. I have to just buy the Ball Blaster because the alternative is not having any chance of winning on day one. And I will, since I have no synergy piece whatsoever for the free fall, end up running my board like this, which looks genuinely awful. The play is right eye for a tiny % chance to win, or alternatively sell both of these and roll for a burn skill. I'm gonna put the crit chance on the Ball Blaster. Critting for 20 burn would win the fight. That's a 1 in 20 to win. That's more than we had. I'm going to roll and try to get the burn skill. Nice. That is substantially better than it was, but we obviously have no money for anything, so we're gonna take Borrow. I think Borrow ends up being better for me in the long run. Like, I'll have less money past day 6, but going into tomorrow where I desperately need to pivot, it will be much better for me than taking his silver loot. Maybe I should have gone silver loot specifically because it could have been a sender, which would have been crazy, but oh well, here we are.
Is this a social situation? I'm not great at those.
My fight isn't with you.
What's our opponent up to? Cannon, double barrel, mantis, rape shot. Any crit chance? I think he just runs out of ammo without killing me and we win, unless I'm misevaluating this somehow. Taking a lot so far, but the double barrel's done. The cannon's done. This doesn't quite kill me, yeah. He gets 40 more damage and 3 more burn, and that's the end of it.
Next time,
Nice.
boys, less blunder.
I was a little bit worried
more
there.
Plunder.
Fiery almost got him over the hump. I think that it ended up being less than like a strength or a right left handed would have been. Those skills would probably have killed me. Gotta go pen feather, gotta find a build.
All around the foundation with Sky Patrol.
It's burn.
Maybe we could go flying sometime.
It's not good burn, but it's burn.
Dad says it's okay.
Wow. No balloon engine, no weapons, bad tools. Nah, I'm gonna skip. I can't do that. Maybe there's an argument for Kite to open Tiny Furry Monster. I'm gonna take get an item over Kev. I don't have them. Well, we're not even that unfavored for day 2 now. We do 7 and 6. So the 6 goes down to 4. Then it stacks up to 13. Like, unironically, this beats people day 2 sometimes. It's just a shitload of burn. We need a lot more work from here to make the build do anything. But with the day 2 silver Ball Blaster, we're doing something. I just kind of wish we charged it at all, you know? Yeah, 27 burn at 14 seconds is obviously not what you want. You don't like waiting 14 seconds, but that's still just enough to kill people. It's day 2. with the free fall sim, I can actually start reloading the firebomb as well. We go Kina every time.
With no weapons?
Sure.
Your aura guided me to watch.
This isn't a tool, is it? No. Thank you, sir.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought.
Doesn't quite fit together as a build just yet, and we're not going to be dropping. Gotta be honest, this is such a minor amount of burn, but it is syncing up with the firebomb, right? Yeah, the steam washer is a tool. I think that's all you need to hear. And this is a vehicle speeding up the steam washer. So we probably don't run these today, and we run the free fall sim.
Now, if I can just learn how
Take my
to
loot
talk to
item.
people.
Yeah, it does something. And frankly, I'm gonna go fins because I take a little while to do my thing. Put that on, move this over. Man, I'm really struggling with the inventory management, especially considering I only needed one click to do that. Anyways, I think that this is enough burn to win. It's just a matter of making sure my opponent doesn't kill me in under like 16 seconds. That is longer than the base time for an aerial turret to go off. He's Balloon Engine 2. I don't think, he does have double buffs, but they're not stacked on Balloon Engine, so it should be fine. I think we beat these. Like, obviously that's a little bit scary, but I think we're okay. Because this amount of burn is just massive. Does that have crit chance? Thank God. No, I lose.
I could fix that for you.
23 regions, just enough. This guy's doing just barely enough damage with left-handed. Grumble, grumble. Man, you just hate to see it. Ball Blaster shows up. You believe in Ball Blaster, the build immediately suffers for it. Cinders is nice, but B1, B2 with this many important upgrades is better, unfortunately.
We take pride in our
And I'm gonna upgrade the Balloon Engine, and oh God, there's so many things I need to upgrade. This is the only one that's not a flying item, so I'm gonna upgrade this first, but I've already seen Pin Feather today, so I guess it doesn't make any sense, huh? Kind of comes down to preference at some point. Small tools, small vehicle tools, ideally would be what you want. Blowtorch, sure, get in here.
You want to buy that? I mean,
Nothing else, unfortunately. Go for Snowstorm, we've already got the trained. Haven't been doing much to build into trained with the burn build so far. Oh man, it's a really weird spot with the way the Balloon Engine currently is playing out. I do think this is a more important upgrade than the Balloon Engine with what I currently have. And I think we continue to upgrade the Balloon Engine over Freefall just for more burn value. But I'm not 100% sure that's right. I think it is, but I don't know.
Okay, go away, please.
Thankfully, we don't get Snowstorm because that would just force us into a weather machine build. There would be no choice to be made. Is the torch better than the firebomb? Definitely. JJ, I don't think Freefall Sim is actually how I'm supposed to play this.
If that doesn't work out for you, come back.
I have no apparel, so the close shot makes no sense to buy here. Man, seeing a lot of those two items, aren't I? So my gut says we want to build it like this. And we just want to upgrade the burn value.
They don't make these like they used to.
I'm not super convinced one way or the other, but I think just having the additional 4 burn when this goes off, the 2 burn when this goes off, it will stack up, it will matter. I'll get a slow item. There aren't that many bad slow items in this character. Multi-tool's kind of one of them, though. I was really hoping for Fire Hose to start opening a different path, but oh well. I wonder if there's any argument to Fire Hose here just because it charges the thing for 2 seconds. Like, it's so unclear, right? Because, like, not Fire Hose, for the multi-tool, right? Because Freefall Sim is generating burn, but it's not charging Ball Blaster. So there's a big, that's really unpleasant. Really, running into someone playing Blast Doors? I think we can actually push through it is the crazy thing. Time's not really bad in terms of the damage hitting Blast Doors, but I think we're gonna be okay. Like, we just do enough burn, which is really sad to hear. Just brute force through the Blast Doors, can't even hold me. I hate this card to bits. I hate playing with it, I hate playing against it. Every time I see it, it's a bad time. Glad not to be losing to it today. So we go middle again. Grumble, grumble. I mean, the alternatives kind of aren't very good.
I'm pretty laid back.
It is a tool, and I have trained in one weapon that I am accelerating. We're gonna try it.
Toss that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
We'll figure out why it makes sense later. I want to do it. I mean, there's a very real argument that something like aerial turret is a much, much stronger beneficiary of trained, right? Yeah, but we're gonna save our gold to pivot into something else down the line. All right, I'm gonna track this again. I'm at 3 pips going in. Oh, I'm gonna lose the fight is what I'm gonna do. That's just unfortunate. No way around that. I can still see how much experience I should get though, and see if there's any experience from the hour itself. Because I thought that these didn't give bonus experience, but they might. All right, so I should get 1 pip of experience and probably just the 1. 2 pips of experience. So I should be at 5, but leaving might give me 1 more pip. I don't know if this gives you extra experience in the hour or not. It does give you +1 experience. That's an entire extra monster fight, basically. So I checked that before and thought I got fixed. What actually happened is I checked it when I went into the fight expecting the experience. You don't get experience until you leave, which you normally don't from a monster fight. Got it. Still a very good event. +2 experience is way better than the average hour. I'm going to run the multi-tool here over the firebomb. I genuinely think it's better because the flight is so inconsistent here. And go after a Hexa. Obviously, it's not better into a Hexa specifically, but it also has the slow for the tiny scaling here. It's not great to be using trained on an item as slow as this ball blaster, but it's still doing something. And I want to try it, damn it. Like, yeah, the damage ramps up. It was 200 on the second hit. I mean, ignore the 70 burn that did all the work. I don't know. I have to believe it can do something. Huh. When you burn, charge this 2 seconds. Haste other items for 1 second. Can you make infinites with this in a Swallowtail? You would need a lot of burn, right? You basically need 4 sources of burn triggering all for the Swallowtail, and I can't imagine how on earth that would ever happen. So no.
If you want Brim and Stoic,
Nothing. Chance to do lunchbox strats. It's late in day 4. I want something that helps my build. I'm not actually noisy right now, so I'm gonna go right eye, I guess, and jump this over. Positioning on everything is irrelevant in this build. We go Kina. Smoke detector is not bad, honestly, but I don't even burn that much. I don't even burn that much. How sad. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Hope for something better. It is a tool. The weather machine's also a tool. I have... No! Shit. I obviously don't care about the hand axe, right? I need to sell 1 more thing. I don't think I respect multi-tool at all, but I can't imagine playing the firebomb, to be honest with you.
I'm so glad.
Slow all items for 2 seconds. Trained. Huzzah, we're doing the thing. Whatever the thing is, it's certainly happening. I'm broke enough. That did not do anything. I know I can sell this and get value, but I kind of really don't want to just yet. Like going to Pinfeather here when most of my items are not flying items doesn't seem super important.
Why must we do this? Death laughs at us both.
He's playing Sword Cane, which bodes well for me. Retort Emerald, what's the size? 20 and 18 on the top. Well, it's not multicasting, right? A Silver Allodel that multicast is just 21 baseline, so it could be a lot worse. Don't think we're fast enough, unfortunately. Like, we just don't have enough tools. Wait. Are you joking? Oh, the misery. Yeah, obviously Ball Blaster is not the thing you want to do this with. I know that, but I have no other weapon currently, and I'm trying to figure out what weapon it should be. Let's go to the flying vendor and find something. Do I even like that? I think I want to do runabout things. We have trained runabout. Let's do that, right? I don't like this Ball Blaster at all. I have no belief that I can assemble an infinite with it, despite all the things I've heard. I also think I'll be dead by the time I do, which makes it incredibly stressful to actually win with. Toss this, move these up, grab the runabout. Now I don't have enough items on my board. If I got 4 more items, it would still be a total of 6 items, and that would be exactly enough for runabout to do its job, and starting them flying would matter. But I want to use fire hose. It's fine. Just find a flashbang. Oh man, I'm making mistakes. It's fine. I'm living life. Upgrading the weather machine because I need the fly triggers. This is a vehicle. It'll charge the steam washer incredibly quickly and actually deal damage. It's only gonna be a 3 speed. You can get it down to 2 speed by not running Steam Washer, which would just look like this, I guess. I think it's what I gotta do. I can liquidate some, but tomorrow's pivot day, and I don't want to do that with how much money I just spent. Toss this, grab the spare change. I'm too broke for any other option to make sense. Man, if I lose to Trash Town Mayor, I'm going to be so confused. We do have the pivot actually set up into Weather Rod, or sorry, Lightning Rod, right? It does start at gold tier now, so with Trained, it does make sense. Although with Bronze Trained, I don't think it's going to be fast enough scaling to actually do anything. It's an important experiment to run. We need to know how good it is. And we can see that this gets down to like eventually very high damage for the day, but emphasis on eventually, it took a while.
Security?
Not helped by the fact that we're slowing our own board. I know we're flying, but like the flight doesn't really seem to matter that much if I'm being upfront with you. Guess a loot item? What do I even want to put that on? The weather machine, I think. That seems like it should continually be the most important part of my build. We have 2 more experience today, so this is not leveling us. I'm fairly broke. I think I have the damage. It's just a matter of do I activate enough times. I say I'm fairly broke because I'm like counting my gold as though I bought a large item tomorrow, in which case I'm basically in debt. So I am going to push experience here. Shit. Well, now we're definitely in debt. Like, I'm not gonna not buy the ticket since I've banked the gold for it, but we are so far from affording any sort of pivot now.
Want to get lunch after this?
I don't think what I'm doing is a good way to play stealth. Full disclosure, I think I got trained and threw the run. This guy got Snowstorm, which is the infinitely cooler, and I think still... And Icy Sea Shadow day 5? What the fuck is that? Excuse me? And it's multicasting for the scaling. Dude, what are you talking about? That's not legal. It looks like it's all too little too late, and I actually might get through it. I need to stop freezing exactly the roundabout.
Got another salvo.
Oh my god. Icy Sea Shadow day 5. Pearl out here trying to carry this man's run. There's no other way to do it, right? It's gotta just be randomly off of Pearl to get this. We win. It's fine. It's fine. Like, yeah, we could just beat it to death with a bunch of other much more normal options, but that works too. Here we go, Finn's Big Bite. I'm gonna take 5 gold. I can't afford, but I won't off of that store. We do not beat the, God, I wish I did beat the Mosquito. Like, this build really wants what the Mosquito is offering, doesn't it? Guess it doesn't matter. Guess I don't have a chance of winning against it. Go bully the trash golem about it, I guess. Oh no, there's something here too. The plasma grenade would be nice. Ideally, the fire hose becomes like plasma grenade plus flashbang. I guess ideally, we get like a shiny diamond rocket boots boosted multi-tool off of Curio and multiple upgrades, and somehow we get an orbital polisher to activate from here despite our complete lack of start-stop. Maybe that'll happen.
Hope I didn't hurt it too bad.
Doesn't look likely.
Hey,
And also we missed the plasma grenade.
Maybe I'll be training you soon.
I don't know if I have the gold to roll here, which is really depressing. I'm taking supply cash.
I think you had a breakthrough.
Andy versus temp boost. I'm gonna take temp boost damage. I think that really impacts my likelihood of winning today. Relics, you say? No, thank you. I wonder if there was a real argument that the correct play is to YOLO transform this because you're not gonna go 10 wins with your current strategy.
This is like,
Let's not dwell on that too much. Let's continue believing.
you're not really mad at me.
Missing a board slot, Chlorence, Nanobot, Companion, DJ Circuit Breaker, Race Carl. That's a lot of damage. I slow him a lot, which matters, but I don't know that we're going to be favored. Thankfully, I did hit flight onto my 3 most important items, so I'm like benefiting a lot from the asymmetrical nature on that first volley. No, we're good. We get him. He was not nearly fast enough with the massive slow onto his board. I would still really appreciate something better than the fire hose here. I think I have to go Sterling and I have to upgrade Runabout. Gunpowder's good. It's enough to make me much more seriously consider Midsworth. Because suddenly Flashbang and Nicola are bigger hits. Just go Sterling, man. This is what we're doing right now. It's probably what we're going to be doing for the entire run. Like, it's one of the best carriers for weapon buffs. I don't even really want to spend 24 gold upgrading this. I'm going to push XP.
Watch out, Tantius Industries.
I go a weapon skill because all of them are good here. Oh my god, it's actually enabled. But do you just take Shatter and Believe instead? Well, like, yeah, you do. Like, actually, yeah, it's gonna quickly scale better, and we're trying to add more items to our board. We will not be beating that guy. We're gonna go fight Treasure Turtle. I do have a slight concern about beating Treasure Turtle quickly. Like, my build's offenses seem pretty bad, but maybe Shatter really helped. Maybe Shatter's all we needed, right? Yeah, see, so when it doesn't fly itself, the second volley sucks a lot more because it has to endure these slows. I'd really much rather this not direct into my own board. Or to have some other source of flight I can trust to go on Weather Machine. Like, there's a lot of ways to improve this. They just haven't happened yet. I'm gonna toss the coin, I guess. It seems like the least important thing to hold for potential upside later. Andy, you're competing with nothing. You got things I care about. Oh, grumble, man. I'm gonna spend all my gold getting this to like 6 out of 8 before I go to the temple and do nothing for 2 days, aren't I? I mean, just because you know what's gonna happen doesn't mean you can avoid your fate.
Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
3 of 8. What about airplane glue? Kind of think I'm supposed to hold that one. Definitely gonna hold the wrench. It can upgrade my whole board. Obviously, upgrading fire hose isn't even clearly good, but I'm still doing it. I think we're done believing a polisher can happen with this build. And these become sellable items. And we're never doing infinites with Steam Washer or the goggles, obviously. Flare gun won't maintain the cooldown reduction, will it? And it goes off after the weather machine, so it might just not get a flight either. It has to go off and miss of both of them. Airplane glue is unplayable with Runabout. I can stop thinking about that one. But genuinely, the crit chance and the lowered cooldown, I think this is better. I think you run it this way, and it gets you more flies for the faster Runabout, less scaling, but the better scaling is preserved. And the 1 second cooldown on Runabout matters way too much. Like, I need to have a wider board for this build to function properly. I'm gonna try to level up today. We get it? That does assume we win. But yeah, this will conclusively prove for anyone who was doubting based on the first bit. 3 pips, missing 4 pips. I only level up if you get experience in the mountain pass itself, and we will be leveling up. I will say the weather machine's habit of freezing exactly Runabout is pretty unpleasant. Build feels a lot better with the crit chance of this 7th flying item. Sorry, 6th flying item. Yeah, fire hose just isn't happening. It doesn't make sense. We level up. We're 9 on 7. You love to see it. Insect wing again. I will keep speeding this thing up. Slow my opponent, speed up my own scaling, hope for the best. I guess no reason it can't be on the far left. It's more symmetrical, I guess. Okay. I actually, for the first time I'll run, feel confident. The flare gun is helping. Getting that first volley out a little bit faster. Giving me that extra item slot. Giving me 40% crit chance with the lantern. I don't like rigged, but I don't think this weaponized score is anywhere near fast enough to outspeed what I'm doing. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it doesn't seem that way. Yeah, we're fine. Overkilled by 500 with more than half health left. We're actually looking strong. Was it worth it to pursue trained? Oh my god. We're getting somewhere.
Anything can be improved if you have the parts.
I think I should have. So here's the thing, right? It's really important when you talk about lines in a game and how you play that you aren't results oriented. You can't just be like, this is good because it's working well now. You have to understand how likely was it to work. And the decision-making process can be evaluated separately from the result it warrants. So in this case, I think my decision-making process was horribly flawed because I wasn't aware that like Runabout was a thing I should be angling for, that I was probably trying to use Runabout to carry my buffs or Lightning Rod, like those were the main carriers for trained. So I think that I didn't have the information I should have, and I made my decisions wrong, but ended up getting to the right path. And this is often the clumsy, fucked up process of thinking about the game that you get to when you're experimenting and trying to learn new things, is you find out what the right thought process is by stumbling into it, or what the wrong one is by believing inaccurately. So we're getting there. It is worth pursuing trained, just not on a ball blaster. Not really that. I don't think I was trying to put it on a ball blaster, to be honest with you. I think that was just the unfortunate early game we found ourselves piloting through. And despite that, we are 5-2 with 6 missing prestige, so that's not that bad. Anyways, JJ can sell me anything, so it's hard to say no.
Bazaar's a crazy place.
We're not doing Dagger Wing. We have bigger dreams than that. Maybe this timeline could have been a ball blaster timeline, it seems. Calipers don't really seem to matter. Also, I don't have 7 or more items, so I can... Right. I literally failed to trigger them. That's kind of a problem. And while Vortex Cannon's great for enabling this thing, it's not what we're doing.
Living markets, just trade boulders. This is more fun.
Yeah, it's obviously worth rolling here. I was just thinking, like, I wonder if I should have come here at all. Evidently not. Skyliner's coward. It's Skyliner coward talk. By the time it goes off, I'll have flawed my whole board, giving it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, multicast 6. So it will attack 7 times, and each of those attacks will be buffed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60 damage off of my own board, plus whatever my opponent has, and 30 damage, 60 damage from Shatter. I think it's worse in the late game than Skyliner, and about the same now, so there's no point in buying it. Yeah, Wandering Shoal, please. Normally I'm all about Expert Pilot, but it turns out Thick Hide's kind of crazy in this build. Think we go for Thick Hide, and if we hit it, suddenly we start caring a lot. We already care about as much as you possibly can about hitting Nicola and Flashbang. It's not like I'm sitting here waiting for Nicola and Flashbang. I'm going to every shop that can sell them, basically. And yeah, I genuinely can't imagine Skyliner's better than what I just did. That seemed really, really good.
People need the tools to defend themselves.
It would probably have a very similar timing in terms of when it kills my opponent, but still.
Size dilutes the brain. Mind is
Oh, I hate that. I hate that to bits, because now I have to buy it and pretend that somehow it's going to ever activate. It's also a tool, so I buy it for that reason. We're not doing Airplane or Flysicle. Flysicle wouldn't have been terrible. It's a tool, and there's Nicola. Am I sitting on a gunpowder right now? I think I am. I am. So the multi-tool's not doing a lot, to be honest with you. I can drop the crit chance here and do this. I definitely don't care about ammo on this flare gun, though. We're gonna gunpowder the Nicola. We're gonna run it like this. Oh, it's actually not that good for the Runabout, weirdly enough, because, like, on the first use at least, this is getting a lot of wasted charge. Times out rather terribly. I'll run into my monster fight, see if I'm wrong about that. I think I'm supposed to be doing something else in my monster fights to maximize this. I think I can run Clockwork Disc, but I can't really expect to use Freefall Sim in any meaningful capacity if I actually want to win my monster fights. So I'll just go a bit slower and I'll get to see how it times out. I think it's bad. Hopefully I'm wrong about that. Oh, I'm not on a monster fight. Great, there's no time to test. These are both vehicles. Sign me up.
Land, sea, or sky,
No. Come on, do it. Coward.
If my family
Oh, level 10 on 8 exactly.
furious.
So I'm pretty sure that's 100% crit chance, right? Let me see what that does. Red Lantern has double crit chance bonus. So this is just one item, 100% crit chance. It's 80% crit chance while flying. So it's another plus 40. It's going to get 96% off of a single item. This thing is crazy. I think the timing does work poorly, but like, I'm dropping a multi-tool. Who gives a shit? Even with suboptimal timing, it's still doing more than the alternative.
Your parachute.
And on the second volley, it will actually still just like be very helpful, right? On the second volley, it's going to fully be better for it because it's gonna be just giving a use of the Runabout. Okay, launcher core things. This is how I imagine launcher core boards to look. What does it do? I'm super interested. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna find out what launcher core does, am I? Honestly, it's taken ages this time around. We eventually got there. It didn't seem like launcher core did very much, to be honest with you. So Propeller Hat was hasting everything. It was scaling Salt Claw, and having learned this the hard way in my most recent Dooley upload, Salt Claw just kind of sucks. Like, you think, oh, I've got so much haste, Salt Claw's gonna go crazy. And then, like, he was there. It makes me so sad seeing Salt Claw just do nothing. He also has Yellow Mantis with Shiny and Black Spider, and it's just like still not even that big. So how bad was the timing on this? It felt like it did almost nothing to improve my board. Like it does get, oh, that's what happened. It didn't fly itself, so the second volley was massively delayed. There's nothing I can do about that other than finding Ornithopter, right? Like that's kind of all I can do to fix it. And I'm happy to keep looking for Ornithopter, but I've got a temple to go to, so we're not doing it right now. There are definitely some huge hits in the temple enchant, so I'm very happy to be here. We should have no problem just pushing straight through the temple today. Boulder is very, very easy to kill with any sort of weapon style, especially this sort of weapon style. This is gonna be gross. I also don't like it when it freezes itself, but at least when it flies itself, the freeze isn't nearly so crippling. Yep, that's about right. Even with Tripwire, that was a sub 10-second kill, so we can really see just how bad the RNG is when the weather machine doesn't fly itself here. There's a huge amount of volatility in terms of how good this build is. What do we hit? Obsidian Peace Roll. What a cool item to not give a single shit about. No, I was supposed to run you. Damn shame. 12 flight triggers is not actually that bad for the limited time I've held it. That's 100% crit chance, by the way. I'll hold this. I'm not holding that. That sounds so tedious. Flare gun should get the buff if anything's getting the buff. Is there any world where I make any attempt to use this Peace Roll? I don't think there is. Theoretically, I could eventually get it under 4 seconds and the timing would be insane, right? Like, it's not going to happen, but a man can dream. I think the Peace Roll's just totally useless. A defense grid makes Greenheart Guardian very good, and also straight up, he's easier than the other guy. It's been my experience recently. I don't know if that video made it to YouTube, but I'm pretty sure in a recent YouTube video, I took a Z DPS build into Greenheart Guardian and lost. Or sorry, the other one, the little dude with the robe and wizard wands. But like, I feel most builds beat this guy. He's just not that bad. And there are builds that lose the guy on the left, which was a surprising learning moment for me.
Every test improves the design.
Odie, I can't imagine clicking the other two, so give me the good stuff. 20 damage for each flying item you have. Ooh, wait. Is that better? If I get a headset, it's a 50% shot at hasting this at start of combat. And it's also a 50% shot at just mitigating the bad RNG. And it's also better RNG, right? If one of these are already flying, even if it hits the runabout instead, there are less items to miss on. So it's like multiple nested layers of mitigating this self-slow without self-flight. I think this is what I want to do. Why is my board arranged like this? Is there a single good reason it can't be this way? No. But what if you're about to get an obsidian enchant and this is 120 times 2, 240 times crit, 480 times multicast, 1000 damage a second? Okay, I'll take 1000 damage a second. I convinced myself. Look, it's just over time now with poison. I'm sure it's about the same. Oh, but wait. There's no way to do it. There's no way to do it, man. When you freeze, your weapons gain 10 damage, and I've got this stupid thing, and I've got Shatter. Like, you can see the dream, but I don't have the ability to run the items for flight anymore. Like, all my flight comes from this. And generally, I'm not going to be able to get a flight build if I make that change. I'm just going to take the damage enchant. I understand that Null Frost could do something cool, but I don't think it works very well with Runabout in terms of just the space on the board. I think this is still very, very good. I'm going to sell the Peace Roll. I just don't want to accidentally eat my own stuff, like throw something from my board into my stash and then have it get eaten. What are we looking at? 18 of 90. Yeah, that's about right.
What specs are you
I still feel very strong. Like, obviously, it's no Obsidian enchant, but I've got a very, very good skill for damage scaling. Yatarian Club, Obsidian Snowmobile, Turbo Snow Globe, Icy ATM. Those are a little bit, like, a little bit mean. We will be slowing and freezing him, so, like, maybe I'll live long enough. Not gonna live much longer. Does it crit? Oh, I do. Okay, turns out I was just relatively safe. Even on the 2% crit there, I was gonna kill him. And I think I had time to get another activation of Runabout before that stopwatch triggered, because it's such a long cooldown and I was being slowed. Wow. Things are just going really well for this stupid build concept, aren't they? I could take the Sharpening Saw, and it's just good damage, but there are so many items better than these two on the left, man. I wonder If when I lowered the cooldown on Weather Machine, I'd have been better off using the flare. Oh well, it's too late now. Because if the flare would have gone under this, it would have worked out really, really beneficially for me. I'm going Aerodrome. I'm finding someone who sells small items.
How do you hugelings use these things?
Not the right small items. No apparel for the close chat. I've got so much run left that the close chat's just going to pay for itself.
Blah, blah, blah. Bye.
Oh, I should have bought the tool. For the same reason I'll be buying marshalling lights. What are we at? That's unfortunate, buddy. We'll probably get it sorted later today. There were 2 tools on the previous page I didn't buy, I think. We crush a Morgaloth.
My body is gone.
I have no use for Jack of all trades currently, but maybe we find something. He has a couple of tools he can drop, which would sort me out. He has gold that I don't need, I guess. It just takes a while for us to pop off, especially with unlucky freezes. Because like if this freezes itself, it's going to slow down the second activation. On the first or second activation, freezing the Runabout's a problem. Hey, we get the hammer though. So do I want to upgrade this for the 4th freeze trigger? I get 1 vehicle and 4 other things. That's 5 flights. It almost certainly doesn't miss itself, and it's a much better runabout if it does freeze itself. That's tough. Happy with the feather. That's very solid. What do we do here? I think it's supposed to go on Weather Machine. It just sucks when it hits my own item with the freeze. Like there's enough small items that don't matter, but if it hits one of the big 2, it's a real big problem. Like it's a very volatile random thing. Hate this. Hate it to bits. There's nothing at middle I won't. 10 damage is not a lot. I'm gonna go get an item because it could be relevant. I want to live in the world where that somehow matters, but I'm pretty confident it never does. The gold, I mean, not the item itself, obviously. Hey, it's an apparel item, so I'm saving some money, I guess. There's something here we can hit, right? Surely. We have 150 gold. Surely before we spend like 50 gold, we'll find something I care about. I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of misses. The crit chance does nothing. We're at over 100% already. Oh, he's just holographic. I thought he had some sort of enchant on him. Getting worried. I think the second one does literally nothing because my board just gets too small, right? It is a burning one. If I ran Weather Machine, Runabout, Flare Gun. I don't have the crit. I'd be real good at freezing my own board, though. No, the second enchanted Weather Machine is actually just trolling. It doesn't do anything. I'm willing to spend up, like, a ton of gold here. I don't know where my cutoff point is. If I had relics, this could be really cool. Sad times. And again, if it weren't for the size restrictions on Runabout, this could be really cool. You need 6 items in flight or 5 with a flare gun. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now. We could theoretically drop the Nicola, drop the flare gun, flip these, move this here. And we could run this thing. So that the Runabout's just constantly spamming the Weather Machine. God, it's cool. I don't know that it's good, but I know it's sick as hell. The torch has never mattered, so I'm tossing it. And you use it down to the left, charge down to the right. Oh, I've got it backwards.
That looks like the Cretaceous.
I'll hold this because it's decreasing roll cost. I have an upgrade. Oh no, is it 2 seconds? Well, I think I know what the upgrade goes on. If this is a mistake, we're fucking committing to it.
Serious upgrade.
I don't know if that was the right call. I'm going to be fully upfront with you about that. But I've done something cool, and that's what matters in life.
What specs are you running?
We don't have long. If our opponent's a heal build, they might just purge off the burn and we have a 2-second runabout, which is absolutely terrible. Thankfully, they're just a regen build with 8,000 health and a sunlight spear, so nothing to worry about. Genuinely, these why is it 6 seconds? Hell of a phonograph, goddamn. The phonograph's a problem, but at least we should never see the sunlight spear go off. So now how are we looking on this? We're getting a lot more rapid triggers over here. Despite the 800 regen, we just bulldozed through him. I think the charging station was good. How many activations did we get there? Pretty respectable scaling. We actually managed to full freeze him just because this is enough charge and his board is so few items. It went off once for 750 regen, which was evidently nowhere near enough. Why does this burn for 52? Oh, because it never didn't crit. Right, this goes off first and gives it 100% crit chance, which makes it stick around a lot longer. Cool. I cannot overstate how much better a burn enchant to ensure the flare gun works would have been and to deal damage at double the rate would have been, or an obsidian enchant to kill twice as fast, but whatever, here we are. I think our board's locked in. Nothing changes. We can get another upgrade here to 100% crit the flare gun. The upgrade here is probably fine since now we're guaranteed flying our whole board, but like other than that, diamond tier item from the Bazaar, yeah, versus push XP. I don't know why I'm looking at it. Try to get the flare gun upgrade, I guess. Oh, nice. I actually appreciate that. This is never finishing, and I don't want to fuck with it. I'm just selling this now. And in the name of chocolate bars, I guess, I'm going to sell this. And I need more, so I'm going to sell the multi-tool. Do I beat this guy in time? Yes. I would be shocked if I don't. Maybe I should have gone for 4% CDR, but I'm pretty good on experience right now. I would like to push that advantage. My thought was with all the slows and all the freeze, he won't activate shit. I appear to have been wrong about that. We were fine though. Fight actually ended directly after he activated his first item. We are somewhat vulnerable to item destruction as a runabout build. No. Literally breaks the build. Gold tier skills versus just getting more disruption.
I don't boast for myself.
I'm full slowed, aren't I? Well, so is my opponent. I'm gonna be honest, this sounds bad for me. I regret clicking this. I'm gonna upgrade the runabout for damage instead. I made a huge mistake. I should have taken a skill. This is going off enough to already full slow my opponent's board forever. I would rather have something else. I think I'm slowed forever. I think I'm in the shit with them, which is really unfortunate. This is what I was saying. I was like, I'm not convinced that slow all for 2 is better than slow all for 1, even with the flight synergy. Yeah, I just want the health. Like, if crit gumballs do nothing, then what are we doing here? Well, pigs often have narrow boards, and I disrupt the shit out of those, as we just saw in our last match. Oh, he's crooking it. Deadly crook, shielded Lattle, second at Lattle, Caltrop. This is horseshit. Double at Lattle, Caltrops, huh? Well, it was fun pretending I got to play the game. Got nothing to say. I would play Crook every game if I thought I could reliably hit double at Lattle Caltrops. What a disgusting high roll. I have no haste and no ability to get haste. I'm gonna go here for rocket boots. I don't know why. Well, I got them. This is detrimental. We don't buy the slow upgrade. So I get the rocket boots. Theoretically, I can find a turbo enchant and make something of it now. I'll roll for every single point of damage upgrade I can get, every single point of CDR. I guess the burn is even helpful. Not sure how helpful, to be honest with you. What relics do I even want? None. Goodbye, cloche hats. Goodbye, chimeric egg. Wow, an obsidian fish. Need the space for chocolate bars. Adira, give us the juice. I mean, that doesn't do anything. Like, it helps the weather machine, but the weather machine's killing me. Because the weather machine goes off and then instantly re-triggers because it makes 3 items fly, which will be enough to make the runabout trigger, triggering this a second time because of the charging station. At which point, this is a 1-second cooldown, and the cooldown on weather machine is largely immaterial. So Thrill of the Flight actually does nothing. Yikes. So do you click glass cannon, son? It doubles all my scale. How could I not? And I obviously fight this guy and then lose to the buffed nitrogen hammer, right? The nitrogen hammer no longer charges. I actually think I kill him first. Even with the iceberg, I think I'll be fine. Yeah, not a problem. I just feel like I'm so much more likely to win if I set my board up like this. I should really pay attention to a normal fight at some point and see if I'm killing my... Huh. I don't know what I do with that. I don't think I can use that. Like, obviously, Shatter Glass Cannon is very, very funny with an iceberg, but I don't think I have a use for that. 280 versus 5%. 5%'s more.
Now this is no leftovers.
Nufu, we have the money. If I had any source of shield, I'd care a lot. I already 100% crit. Wow. Does nothing. I'll take 16% crit on the flare gun. Legend dueling. Let's see what he's up to. I feel strong. Obsidian armored core, fiber optics, dino saddle, thrusters on armadillo, surprisingly. Thought for sure it'd be multicasting the core. I think it might be infinite because it's shielded, which is just too much for me too quickly, yeah. My glass cannon plus shield bash is absolutely fucking me. Yeah, shield plus obsidian enchant on that build is so, so good. Well, those are definitely better enchants than I currently have. I've got to click obsidian. I took glass cannon. I know what my job in life is.
I'll figure something
Let's
out.
see what it scales to before I explode. It can't scale that much because one of us is going to die instantly, guaranteed. Keep lowering the cooldown. That's all that matters. It's almost faster than Nicola these days. There's no medium item I can possibly run, so I skip. Take a loot item. Oh my. It's gotten a lot of cooldown reduction this run. I should have waited till the end of the day to do that. Down to almost 4, but Nicola's getting faster too. We go JJ. I don't know what for. Why'd I go JJ? I should have taken gumballs. I just didn't want to buy gumballs, I think is the very sincere answer there. Do I beat this guy with glass cannon? I've never seen how hard he hits with glass cannon. I should have one volley. Oh, we're totally fine. You have one volley to stop him, I said. Good joke. Seems pretty good to me. Artisan Dunes is just a good chunk of damage, and I don't think I can argue with that. Monster Ranch, hell yeah. You know what I like. It knows what I like. What's the speed on our startup at this point? 3.7 seconds. Man, I'm gonna be so sad when I die instantly to a hang glider. Like, the build's genuinely sick as hell, but I don't think I'm favored on days 13 and 14. Space Laser. I think I outspeed that, and certainly there's no downside. Oh, this takes forever to do anything, doesn't it? Certainly takes longer than I do. I have a run recently where I failed to go 10 and didn't bother uploading it because basically I just tried to play Gatling Gun and learned that Gatling Gun kind of sucks. I think that's what's happening to this guy. Like, honestly, that could be my ghost, going out at 8 wins with a Gatling Gun that makes no sense. Gold tier skills. I still adamantly believe that upgrading this weather machine makes the build worse. So, gold tier skills. Wait, I have so much cooldown reduction. This won't go down to 1 second though. It literally breaks the build. Please, for the love of God, don't click that. Yeah, these crit things actually don't matter at all. I'll take them to make my opponents angry, but they'll eventually realize I have 150% crit. Maybe I encounter a deadly fort / iceberg or something. Who knows? No more CDR. Womp womp. Yeah, iceberg's not gonna happen. In a glass cannon build, you simply cannot afford to play a build like Iceberg Shatter. Also, how would I make anything fly? What would be the point? I don't think I can cut a single item from my board, making every merchant inherently bad. Like, I'm locked in. I don't have enough items to get rid of a flare gun. This is 100% crit for a single item slot. This is the way my build gets off the ground. This is my build and it's scaling. This is how I deliver the damage. The build's locked. There's no moving. And unsurprisingly, we got nowhere near completing this orbital polisher. Maybe if I'd been willing to stick with it, but I stopped giving a shit at the point where we already had this build, I think, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Make the flare gun shiny? Who cares? I think a small non-weapon item. Unsurprisingly, it was useless, but so were the other two options. I don't shield for Volcus, so I go for CDR. Oh, also foreboding winds. Yeah, triple damage. I just straight up forgot about this skill. I probably were supposed to click this the other day then. The fact there are 2 hits here instead of 1 is a big deal. First volley, 5K, huh? That's what it does. God damn. That's terrifying. Sad. We still have a chance. Like, it's very, very explosive, and every monster ranch brings us closer to winning. Down to 3.4 on the weather machine. That is so much cooldown reduction. Okay, the monster fight levels us up, which is going to be worth about 1600 health anyway, and it could give us something useful.
I have 50 worlds to rule. I have no time.
Sorry, Arkin, I don't think you're going to be winning this time around. I've clicked on Arkin and got enrolled by him so many times that every time this happens, it's downright cathartic.
Who are you?
No use for anything he has other than the skills, but the skills are all very good. Huh. That one's incredible. Does that say another? No, it doesn't. It can charge itself. It has 2 chances to charge itself each time it goes off, and I only have 3 active items. Oh my god. And expert pilot to round it out. The last hour gave me 1,000 health, 60% more damage multiplied against obsidian and glass cannon, and a 66% chance that this will self-charge every time it activates. I no longer think I'm anything but favored in the final fight. Good luck, Mac. If I lose, it's robbery.
This is like
The build went from probably not favored on day 14 to absolutely favored on day 14. Is this an instant infinite? Recycling bin, vial launcher, those tend to be very fast builds. He has a lot. Oh, he's gonna have a lot of freeze though, which is gonna be very worrisome for me. No. We didn't even get to benefit from any of it. I guess we benefited from expert pilot. That's why I one-shot him. Let me go into replay and like look at it. I think it actually did hit the chance to go off a second time. That's insane. It did 8k first activation. Watch the bar on it. It jumps up and then back down, I think, right at the end. It kills him so quickly that it's hard to tell. I think that the first hit actually charges it. I want to watch one more time. Yeah, oh, no, that's not what it is. It didn't charge itself. Flight stopped, so it jumps down to 1 out of 7. That's why the bar is moving. I think we missed the chance to do the crazy thing there, but like 1 second later, we had it again. Every second, 8.2 thousand damage with a chance to just immediately hit itself again, right? Every time it attacks, it burns flurry of blows, and there's a chance that it just charges itself, activates again for another 8,000. So instead of a second later, it's 0.4 seconds later, it's just waiting on the internal cooldown to trigger. God, what a terrifying runabout build. This was actually pretty scary for me though. I was like, wait a second. Yes, 2 rainbow potions, 4.5 second cooldowns. What happens with them? What did happen with them? Did they not trigger? Oh. Yeah, we have some CDR going, don't we? 3.4 seconds. Oh, also you can see that this transforms into an invuln potion, but the new invuln potion can't save his life. The new invuln potion doesn't trigger at half health, so he just dies. God, I love to see it. I'm so tired of seeing vial launcher matchups win because of invuln potion RNG.
but it's worth
That is not a weak Mac to go out against him for the final round, by the way. Just an absolutely disgusting evolution of the build over the last couple of days. Going from a poison enchant to obsidian with glass cannon and expert pilot. Scaling with trained and shatter off of weather machine and acclamation for base damage. Every time it activates, no, not even basically, just use the weather machine. Every second, this goes off twice, charging 4 seconds into the sub 4 second weather machine. So it's like actually huge disruption. The issue is it can also freeze my shit, but my shit's flying, so it's technically not symmetrical. It feels very volatile and random and uncomfortable. I'm not gonna pretend otherwise. But this is a huge amount of charging with Runabout, huge amounts of scaling with Weather Machine, gets my whole board flying, disrupts the hell out of my opponent a lot more than it does me. A single item for 100% crit chance, which obviously has good interactions with 2, 4, like what is this, 6.5 times damage with guaranteed crits. Pretty good. Just an absolutely insane place that this Runabout build eventually got to. Happy to see Weather Machine trained, finally doing something, picking up Shatter along the way. Can't really think of a better way to enable Weather Machine as a core part of a build than Runabout Charging Station with both scaling skills for the Weather Machine. What a sick build. Really liked putting this together. One big thing is I think I probably should have just not focused on trained when I got it. I should have just been like, oh yeah, that's cool. Maybe in like 2 or 3 days I'll be able to think about that, but not right now. Trying really hard to use any weapon in the first 3 days really hurt the build. But if I had won any earlier, we wouldn't get to see this. because the very last hour of the run, we got Flurry of Blows and Expert Pilot, which was kind of a big upgrade to the build. Anyways, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed seeing this come together as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.